Welcome back to Troy's Watch, your quick review movie channel so you can get to watch it. Shelby Oaks, let's get into it. Alright, coming at us with his directorial debut, Chris Stuckman has teamed up with Mike Flanagan and Neon Studios to help bring his vision to life. If you've been following movie YouTube for a while, you'll know that Chris has been reviewing films for years, so seeing him step behind the camera for his first full-length film is pretty exciting. The movie is a supernatural horror that stars Camilla Sullivan and Sarah Dern. It follows a woman played by Camille as she tries to uncover what happened to her sister, who disappeared exploring an abandoned town 12 years ago. Alright, so what didn't I like and what did I like about the film? So right off the bat, I thought the start was a little underwhelming. Some horror films do a really good job with the opening scene. They hit you with something that sets the tone and grabs you by the throat and really makes you wonder how they're going to top that. Shelby Oaks didn't quite do that for me. I think had they not shown one of the earlier moments in the trailer, I think the start could have had more shock value. Also, seeing Mike Flanagan's name on it and knowing how much of a horror fan that Chris is, kind of had my expectations a little higher going into this. That said, once the movie gets going, it's done pretty well. As a horror fan, I didn't find it to be too scary or creepy. There are a few tense moments where you're just staring at something, waiting for something to happen, but nothing that hasn't been done before. And of course, you can't have a horror movie without the main character making a few decisions. It's going to have you scratching your head. Not the worst I've seen, but it definitely makes you say, I guess desperate times calls for desperate measures. The acting and the story itself, though, that's where the movie really shines. I haven't seen Camille Sullivan before, but she absolutely nails it as the lead. Her range of fear, the way she plays each level of panic and dread really sold the performance. And honestly, I think it's one of the better ones I've seen in recent horror flicks. And the story itself was well written. There weren't too many plot holes that stood out to me, and I liked that it was only partially found footage. I feel like this choice allowed the film to tell a more complete story, unlike most found footage films where you're left filling in a lot of blanks yourself. Alright, for my final thoughts, for this being a directorial debut, I thought Shelby Oaks was pretty good. I didn't find it to be the scariest horror movie, but what doesn't scare me might get you. And for me, the ending of a horror movie can make or break it, and for this one, it was a make. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy the channel, please like and subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts of Shelby Oaks. See you on the next watch.